Hello there, Steve Sandhuff here. Just returned from a trip to Louisiana. I put most of the videos on YouTube already. We had a great trip. There was something that happened on the trip that was quite unusual and totally unexpected. And when it happened, I asked my wife, "Did you see that?" And she did see that. And if she didn't see that, I may not have believed my own eyes. And we got a good look at it. And I told her at the time, I said, that was a 1 in a million opportunity to see that. And actually, looking at it again, it's not just 1 in a million, it's like 1 in 100 million. And I don't expect anybody, unless you know me, to believe me. I don't even expect people in the state of Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries to necessarily believe me. But we did see a cougar, and it was a large cougar. And no, we weren't hiking on some trail out in the middle of nowhere in the woods and, observed a cougar, but we were driving down the highway and a cougar ran in front of the road. Actually, it walked in front of the road, and I didn't see the front of it, but because I was looking at the whole thing trying to figure out what was going on. But it was walking across the road, and to me it did not look like a dog or a hog or a bear, but I couldn't figure out what it was. It was about maybe 2 blocks in front of us or a block in front of us. And we were going, speed limit, whatever it was, 45, 55 miles an hour on that little highway. My wife said that she saw it turn and look at us, and at that point in time it finished running across the road, hopped in the woods. But when it hopped in the woods, it was about 6:30 or 7 in the evening, and we were traveling probably southwest on the highway. The sun was beaming through the trees. When it hopped in the woods, I saw the tail, and the tail was that long, which is about 30 inches. And I got home, and I'm going to report it on Monday because, our cell phone wasn't fully charged and all that. But I'm going to report it on Monday to the state. I know some people in the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, but I looked on the website, and I think only 3 have been spotted in Louisiana in a whole bunch of years. And some of those have been captured on trail cameras. And no, we didn't have a camera, but we didn't see a bobcat. It had a very long tail, and it wasn't a coyote. It was a puma, cougar, whatever. As my wife calls it, a puma. She's from South America, and it's puma down there, different species. But we saw it. It was 100% sighting. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but I will tell you the nearest town was Castor. I'll tell the state exactly where. There was a house within a half mile of where we saw it on the highway, and I'll tell the state what highway we were on. And but the nearest town was Castor and Bienville, Parish. And there's no open hunting season on cougars in Louisiana. I think it said something about a $100,000 fine for taking a cougar. So I'm not really scared that somebody's going to rush out to Castor and try to start hunting some pumas or cougars. If you want to do that, you can go to California or Washington or wherever it's legal over there. And you can probably find one because I've seen them before over there. But I've never seen one in the South or the Eastern United States. And so I wanted you to all enjoy my story on my cougar. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. And but the fellow that we visited after that, the fellow whose house we were going to, I said, "Look, I don't know if you're going to believe us, but we just saw a cougar." And he's seen one himself and watched it for a long time. And when he was a teenager, he's 73 now, but when he was a teenager, he said one was screaming in the woods, and it ran him out of the woods because he was scared, I guess. And then he knows a couple people that have seen some over the last 10 years. So they're out there, but it's a real rare sight to see. And thank you all. Take care.